Alright, now I'm going to do a very quick video on my welding truck here. Quite often I am asked to do just a quick run through of what my welding truck looks like. I've had this truck as a 2009 Dodge 1-ton dually. It's a 6.7 Cummins. It's a 6-speed manual, and it's 4x4. The welding deck is aluminum. I paid $21,000 for it. So this is a $4,000 option with all the drawers in here. So you have extra tools. I have just stuff. I just had to throw it in there because it was raining on Saturday, and I just throw it in there, whatever, because it's just terrible weather. But this is a $4,000 option with the drawers in here. And I have a slip tank and everything. See, there's a lot of things I regret about this truck. A lot of things I regret about this deck. Poor planning, poor ideas that went into it. I just wasn't thinking when I said, okay, build a deck, and this is what I want, and this is how I want it. So these are barn door style doors, and I just wasn't thinking. It's not much use for me because, well, I don't need to explain why. So first I'll explain about these reels. These are Luma reels. So these are the reels that I have. I have actually 7 of them, but I have 6 of them on the truck here. This one is oxyacetylene. That's about 100 and some feet. You need 100 minimum. If you're going to go rig welding, you need 100 minimum feet. This is 150 feet of propane. Now this is hooked up. This is hooked up, but the propane on the tank is not hooked up. So the bottle here is not hooked up because legally by law you're not supposed to be driving when it's hooked up. You get a big fine. DOT pulls you over, etc., etc. So this is 100 feet of remote cable. This is auxiliary power. This is actually one of my remote cables for my SA200, but I've converted it to just a single just used for auxiliary power. So this is over 100 feet. This is supposed to be 100 feet. This is about 120 feet of negative. So I just have marked up as negative, and these are just garbage. These just garbage. This is 100 feet of positive. About 100, 120 feet. I can't remember how much feet I have here, but you're going to need a minimum of 100 feet. A minimum. Everything here, you're going to need a minimum of 100 feet. Minimum. Dualies are nice. Every single truck I own is a dually. Even my Chevy over there is a dually. This I don't carry. I never carry this with me. It's never in the truck. I never use it. See, that's why everything is short. If I use something, I have tons and tons of feet of it, so I can go a far distance away from the vehicle. But I don't have with this truck. Everything is just like maybe 20 feet. I barely use this thing. I never take with me onto a job site. But this is why, you see, this is a Power Max 85. You need lots and lots of auxiliary power. As a matter of fact, you need 3-phase auxiliary power, and that's the reason why I have a Vantage 400. See, this is a Vantage 400. I have tons and tons and tons of power on this Vantage 400. So this is single phase, and this is 3-phase. The 85, the Power Max 85 runs off 3-phase, and I have, I'll talk about this in a second. So this is where my pipe stands sit. I have 12 pipe stands, but I have 6 of them. Like, I only have 6 of them on the truck that I take around with me, and this is where the pipe stands sit. They just slide down and they just sit here. So I have a whole array of pipe stands, but all my pipe stands are at work, except for one. I have one here, but the rest of them are at work. Now this is 100 extra feet of welding cable here and 100 extra feet here. And the reason why you need 100 extra feet or 120, 150, 200 extra feet is because you're going to be using them if you're going to be a rig welder and you're going to go in a mod or up a tower, you're going to weld somewhere in a building or something. 100 feet, or you have to drive 100 feet over here, and you can't, you know, maybe they're doing work right here, so you can't have your truck there. So you have to have your truck right here, string out your welding cables up here. Oh, you need to be over here though. Well, I don't have enough welding cable. That's where this comes in. So you have extra welding cable. You see, this is you see, I have a Dynasty 200 and I have a Dynasty 300. Sorry, 350. So I have 2 Dynasty welding machines with me. Quite often I don't even carry the Dynasty 350, you know, because I don't need it. But, you know, I carry the Dynasty 200 with me. This is 50 feet, another 50 feet, another 50 feet. So I can have my truck parked right here. Then I have 150 feet of remote cable. Or, sorry, extension. This is all extension cords. Single phase extension cords for a Dynasty 200. So I can be up in a tower, I can be in a building, I can be wherever. You know, I don't want to, you know, half the time I don't even want to drag welding cables. I got a big welding cables, I got a big remote cables, I got everything. I don't even want to bring that stuff with me. So I just string out extension cord. String out the extension cord, and I just carry my little Dynasty 200, and I just carry it and I just put it right there, and I have short little welding leads for that, and a short little TIG torch, and I have everything, short little everything for it. And it's easy. Don't have to wrap up big large cables, you know, it's just terrible. Anyways, this is about 150 feet of extension cord. This is 150. This is 200 feet of remote cable. This remote cable, in conjunction with 200 feet of welding cable, if I decide to use the welding cable, that's where this comes in handy. So I could basically be in the parking lot. I could park my truck in the parking lot. I could string 150 feet out, plus another 200 feet, plus another 100 feet off the remote here. This is one of those remotes here. You know, I could be a billion miles away from the truck and still weld. This is 400 feet of Argon hose. You're going to need lots and lots of Argon hose. Maybe you're doing a 20-inch stainless or 20-inch Hastelloy or whatever you're welding. You're going to need lots and lots of welding hose. You know, this is all Argon. Basically, you'll need, like, say, 2, 3 hoses, depending on the size of pipe and depending on how much volume you need to purge. And you know, maybe you need 2 for the pipe, 3 for the pipe, and then 1 for the TIG torch. Now you need like 4 lines while you're 100 feet up. Now you need a minimum of 400 feet, 1 for the TIG torch, and maybe 3 for the pipe. You know, so you need lots and lots of Argon hose. So this is a minimum of 400 feet. This is what I have in the truck. I have more at home here. I have tons and tons of Argon hose. I even have Argon hose inside here. I haven't used yet. I have tons and tons, and I have extra TIG torches. These are all brand new extra TIG torches. You know, in case maybe a rig welder, he needs maybe his TIG torch, his welder helper stepped on it with his ice cleats and poked holes in it. Whatever he did, he needs an extra TIG torch, and I got extra TIG torches. So I have 2 of these bumpers. So I just got this bumper the other day, or maybe 2 months ago, sorry. So this is a big bumper here, and whatever. I have disassembled it. You see, I need a bigger truck, so I'm going to take the deck off. I'm going to put the original box back on, and eventually, when I have more time, I'll get around and sell this truck and look for a larger 4500, 5500, you know, a larger truck. And in the meantime, I'll be using this truck. So basically I have a fleet of welding trucks, but this one's a 5.9, my other truck here is a 6.7. This is a 2003, my other one's a 09. Both of these trucks are 4x4, both of these trucks are 6-speed manual transmissions. This is why I don't like skids, because there's no room for anything. I have no room in here. I was going to sell the truck with the deck, and I decided because there's no room in the skid, I'm going to keep the deck and I'm going to customize it how I want it. I'll just sell the truck. I'll just get a bigger truck. So I have a bunch of equipment. This is a Dynasty 350. And this is a Dynasty 200. You see, like I was saying, I have no room for anything. No room. All the stuff in there would have fit easily in one compartment on my welding deck. Most of the stuff would be easy access. But this is just temporary.